WWE actually had Chucky himself take part as the host of tonight's Halloween Havoc special, and he did a great job at his hosting duties too, so we're starting things off with a Sin Remover. Although honestly, this was a missed opportunity to have NXT host a takeover pay-per-view called Halloween Havoc, as this year's Halloween takes place on a Sunday. The first 30 minutes of this Halloween Havoc event is commercial free, and I guarantee someone is going to think AEW and Tony Khan has something to do with it, but it's honestly pointless to have part of a show commercial free, but the rest of the show has commercials. Zoe Stark honestly irritated me a lot during the opening ladder match. She was near the NXT Women's Tag Team titles and had to climb one more rung, but even when nobody was bothering her, she was just standing there pretending to revive the Mannequin Challenge of 2016, just waiting for someone to push the ladder over. From Hurricane Rana slips to nearly every competitor hitting their hands on ladders to botching many kicks, this ladder match was sadly a mess. Toxic Attraction wins the NXT Women's Tag Team titles, but Discount Becky Lynch unhooks one title and celebrates while forgetting to unhook the other one. They had to ring the bell just to prevent this from looking awkward, even though it was. Newsflash, you're supposed to unstrap both the titles, you moron! We move on to a cinematic scene where Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams are trying to find the North American Championship stolen by Johnny Gargano. And there are so many hilarious scenes with the best reactions to the haunted house stuff. Oh, it's okay, it's just the dead kid. Joe Gacy interrupts Grayson Waller's awkward promo and defeats Malik Blade with the help of Harlan, whose deal I still don't get. The entire existence of Grayson Waller's Halloween party, although, let's be honest, it was hilarious to see Freddie Mercury chokeslam Elvis Presley through a table. I guess the king is no match for the powers of the queen. Okay, that was terrible. Diamond Mine issues an open challenge, to which Odyssey Jones accepts. Could swear I've seen this match before on 205 Live, but let's be honest, nobody watches 205 Live anymore. P.S. How the hell was Odyssey able to compete on that show? Raquel Gonzalez must be dressing up as American Badass Undertaker for Halloween. The bike was decent, but there's not much room to utilize it for an entrance since the Performance Center is tiny as hell. The NXT Women's title match is decided by Chucky when we could clearly see the wheel suddenly stop. Rigged wheel, guys. During the match, Mandy Rose attempts to pin Raquel Gonzalez outside the ring, completely embarrassing herself and everyone watching at home because this isn't a Falls Count Anywhere match. The rules literally stated it can only end inside the ring, too, on the screen. Dakota Kai returns and costs Raquel Gonzalez the NXT Women's Championship, putting the story full circle when the jealousy and hatred began. Love the consistency. The brother of the Usos, Solo, made his debut in NXT. Knowing how much his family is loved in the company, I can already sense a phone call coming with the name Tribal Chief on the ID. The NXT Tag Team title match is made into a lumberjack match just so the crew partying can have something to do after Elvis destroyed the table. Not to mention, they'll make some praising noises just in case some spoiled brat's parents try to sabotage the crowd because they're cranky at MSK. After a crazy amount of action, Imperium becomes the new NXT Tag Team Champions, and it honestly felt forced. Something just doesn't feel right. Congrats to them, but I got this weird feeling something ain't right. Out of all the Halloween costumes we've seen tonight, Tommaso Ciampa's was the best. Wouldn't y'all agree with that? It was a great back and forth match, but then we have Chucky practically saying, "Hurry the fuck up and end your match, my show is about to start," prompting Tommaso to quickly finish out Braun Breaker and not have any time to celebrate the win.